So in case you missed the first presidential debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, not to worry guys, I watched the whole thing so I could give you the information you need. And in a shocking twist, Kamala Harris says she's actually a gun owner. And even more shocking is she says she won't be taking people's guns away.
And then this business about taking everyone's guns away. Tim Walz and I are both gun owners. We're not taking anybody's guns away, so stop with the continuous lying about this stuff.
Now Kamala Harris saying she owns a gun is the gun owner equivalent to the time she laughed about smoking weed in college while also incarcerating all those people during her time as a prosecutor in California.
So there are a lot of reasons why we need to legalize.
Have you ever smoked?
I have.
Okay. Like in
And
college,
I inhale. I did inhale.
Okay.
It was a long time ago.
She'd obviously never do anything to infringe on the Second Amendment. And anyone who says otherwise is just spreading misinformation about her and her VP pick, Tim Walz. But wait, what's this? Is this her new website, which finally has some policies written down? Seems like a completely different story. Hi, I'm Ben Sanderson, and you're watching the Minuteman Moment. Now before we get into the video, I wanted to take a second to let you know to sign up for GOA alerts. It's free, and our alerts will keep you in the loop for gun control that could be coming in on the state, local, and federal levels. Our alerts allow us to let you know who to contact and what to say to stop these attacks on the Second Amendment. It's time to get involved and work together to defend our rights. So click the link in the description below for our free email alerts and help us fight against gun control together. So getting back to the video. Let's dive into her campaign website and see exactly what her policies are. After you get past the standard political propaganda that all these campaign website posts, there's two sections I want to focus on. First off, in the protecting civil rights and freedoms section, there's absolutely zero mention of the constitutional right to keep and bear arms. In fact, there doesn't seem to be a single mention of the Bill of Rights. She did get one thing right in that section, when she mentions that many fundamental freedoms are at stake this election. She is 100% correct. The Second Amendment is on the ballot this year, and that includes all the freedoms we as gun owners have the right to. Now here comes the big one, an entire section dedicated to gun control and crime. Now you've heard about her history as a prosecutor, then attorney general, and even as senator while she was representing California. We even did an entire video on her history, but now it's time to break down exactly what she, in her own words, plans to do if she wins the White House. First and foremost, she blames guns and gun owners for the acts of evil done against innocent people, instead of the evil people themselves. Instead of allowing teachers to defend themselves and their students, or give the police greater resources to investigate these threats, or even hardening the schools, she wants to blame your 30-round magazine and home defense gun as the culprits. She also says she wants to build upon proven gun violence prevention programs. Now that's a curious statement, because we know the 1994 assault weapons ban didn't work at reducing violent crime. We know that universal background checks and other purchasing restrictions only hurt law-abiding citizens. And we know that red flag gun confiscation orders she wants implemented across the country are only good at denying gun owners their right to due process. Now some of you might say this is just pre-election posturing and campaigning to make Kamala's billionaire donors happy with some anti-gun rhetoric. But if you need more proof, then it's right here in the pudding. The White House Office of Gun Violence Prevention, where Kamala Harris is the gun czar, just recently put this report out on what they've been doing over the past year to infringe on your rights. Now this document is supposed to highlight all of the big anti-gun victories that the White House, got over the last few months. What a typical big government move to write a report that gives themselves a pat on the back for all the nasty rules they've implemented. Obviously, they start off with the biggest compromise in 30 years, the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act. But personally, I don't think they give Senator Cornyn enough credit for the crucial role he played in surrendering away your rights and allowing Biden and Harris from pushing out whole new types of gun control. They continue with some of the latest buzzwords like gun show loophole, enhanced background checks, and red flag laws. It's almost like they need to keep repeating these catchphrases to condition the larger audience that these are totally acceptable ideas and not blatant infringements on your Second Amendment and your other rights as well. I mean, gun show loophole sounds a lot better than imaginary scenario we made up that is instead just family members selling guns to each other. Enhanced universal background checks aren't denying 18 to 20-year-olds their constitutional rights, they're just heckin' enhanced. And who could forget, instead of violating your right to due process, protections from unreasonable search and seizure, and gun confiscation, it's actually just a red flag law that goes after people who the government says are red flags and therefore bad. They're also proud of their new red flag law center, which just happens to be in collaboration with the Johns Hopkins and Bloomberg-funded Center of Gun Control. Even funnier, they tried to pound their chest over re-signing the Undetectable Firearms Act. If you've been subscribed to us for the last year, you would have seen our live demonstration on how dumb that law is and how it does nothing to promote public safety. Re-signing that law is just another participation trophy for implementing a useless piece of gun control. And that perfectly sums up the last 4 years of this administration. What's this? In this section labeled partnering with non-elected leaders, aka just some random people, they want to brag about mobilizing artists and influencers. Yeah, because if some random famous person tells me that guns equal bad, I should just throw away my Second Amendment rights. This entire report is a monument to how useless the Biden-Harris administration has been over the last 4 years, showcasing the number of executive orders and other strategies the White House has done to vilify gun owners and to attack their rights. In less than a month, you'll have to make a decision whether you want to repeat these 4 years and the constant attacks on your rights. So, that's why I encourage you not only to go out and vote, but to also bring along your range buddies or family. Now thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with GOA's latest fights for your rights.